Chuck Hagel is making his first trip to China this week as U.S. Secretary of Defense. Comments he made in Japan Sunday are raising eyebrows as the United States struggles to find a constructive way to exert power in the Asian-Pacific region. CCTV's Jim Spellman joins us in our D.C. newsroom with an update.
Hey, Susan. While meeting with Japan's Defense Minister, U.S. Secretary of Defense Chuck Hagel pledged more support for the Japanese Navy as tensions on the Korean Peninsula continue to create uncertainty in that region. Hagel announced that the U.S. would station 2 additional ballistic missile defense destroyers in Japan by 2017 to bolster protection from Pyongyang's missile threats. The U.S. already has 5 of those ships stationed there. This will bring the total to 7. A treaty dating back to the years after World War II requires the U.S. to provide military support for Japan. Hagel also commented on the ongoing dispute between China and Japan over the Diaoyu Islands in the East China Sea. Those islands are known in Japan as the Senkaku Islands. And he called on China to be transparent with dealing with its neighbors in the region, saying that as they rise in prominence, they have great power. That equals great responsibility. They should be more open with their neighbors about how they are doing business, what their aims are in the region. Hagel's next stop is Qingdao, China, where he will represent the U.S. at a naval symposium. It will be his first visit to China as Secretary of Defense, Susan.
All righty, Jim. Well, this naval symposium should be interesting. The defense ministers and naval commanders from both countries and around the Pacific Wall come together. Given the tensions in this region, do we expect everyone to get along?
It's really interesting, Susan. This symposium happens every year. Defense ministers and naval commanders from around the whole Pacific region come in. Every year, by tradition, they come with one of their best warships, and they display their warships, and everybody can look at everybody else's fancy hardware, check out the best that each of these nations has. This year, China invited all of the participating countries to bring a warship to China, except for Japan. The United States said, well, if our ally Japan is not going to be able to bring a ship, we won't bring a ship. Does it really matter if those countries bring a ship to this symposium? Probably not, but it shows the tensions there in the region amongst these countries. Interestingly, though, Chuck Hagel will tour the Chinese aircraft carrier when he's in China on Monday. That will be the first time any foreigner has stepped on that ship, Susan.
Jim Spellman reporting live. Thank you for that.